When you're building a web app, especially for production, you're probably going to want to protect that web app with authentication. So what even is authentication? It's a fancy way to say use your login and sign up. And it's super easy to do. However, you must make sure that you're going step by step and doing all of the necessary parts. So let's dive right in. As you can see now, I have my Hacker News set up with the day's top 100 stories. And what I want to do is I want to add some user authentication so that people can have profiles and they can comment and they can log in, etc. So I've already gone and I've connected Supabase. If you want to add user authentication, you're going to want to make sure that you're already connected to Supabase before you send a prompt to add it. Now, how do you prompt to add authentication? I like to keep my authentication prompts super simple. Let's add a simple login page and use Supabase authentication for email and password login. And as you can see, it's written the SQL. However, we're just going to read the comments. It's creating a profile table to store additional user data. So it's storing our user ID, a timestamp, the username, and an avatar URL. So you can upload a profile picture. It's enabling row-level security so that it is protected and not everybody can see everybody's information. We're creating a policy to allow users to view their own profile and also a policy to allow users to update their own profile. This looks pretty good, so I'm going to click the apply changes. While this is taking place, what's happening is it's going to create the necessary tables and functions to allow for user authentication within your Supabase project. Now, Supabase handles user authentication and creates a users table right out of the box. You should not edit your users table within Supabase directly. If you would like to add additional information to your users, you're going to want to make sure that you have that profiles table. This is where you add that information like usernames, bios, profile pictures, etc. And you want Supabase to handle the actual authentication part. That's your users' emails and passwords and other sensitive information. You never want to go and edit that. So it thought for 1 minute 44 seconds, and during that time, it went ahead and it set up our authentication context. So it manages the user state to provide that login, sign up, and sign out functionality. It created a login sign up page, which you can see here. It also created route protection, so it makes sure you have to be logged in to see all of the goodies. And it also created some other things that I didn't even ask for, which is super cool. Now, this is the important part. Before you go testing your users sign in and sign up, there's a few things you're going to want to do to make sure your authentication goes smoothly. First, you're going to want to go over to Supabase and you're going to want to go and click on authentication and you'll see your users table. You should have no users yet because you haven't signed anyone up. But what you're going to click on is sign in/providers. And then scroll down to auth providers and click email. Here, you're going to want to toggle off the confirm email button. Why do you want to do this? So in the production app, you do want to confirm email. So you make sure that there's not a bunch of spam random emails signing up for your product. But while you're testing, you don't want to, one, have the hassle of always having to go to your email and click a link and be redirected. And two, setting up the redirect is also another step, which I'll show you momentarily. So after you toggle off the confirm email for testing purposes, make sure to click save. And then you want to go to URL configuration and change your site URL from localhost 3000 because you are not on localhost, and you wanted to change it to that lovable.app domain or your custom domain. This way, once you click the link in the email, it redirects to your live website. Now, let's go back and test it out. I'm going to sign up and I'm going to use a fake email. So this is my fake email, and then this is my fake password. Again, we're just testing it out. So it's okay that my email is fake because we turned off that confirm. So we can just make sure that the functionality works as expected. I'm going to create an account and it should automatically log me in, which it did. I can click on my account icon and you can see this is my fake email, which is super cool. And that is how simple it is to do authentication with Lovable and Supabase.